Hello everyone, in this video we're going to talk about pronoun and referent. And I know that this may not be something that you've learned before, but it's very important because it's tested quite frequently on the exam. So again, a pronoun and referent. This is what we're going to be discussing in this video. A pronoun is a word that replaces a noun. A noun is just a person, a place, or a thing, and a pronoun is a shorter word, typically, that replaces that noun. For example, if we can say the ball is on the table, we can also say it is on the table. We can say Mary threw the ball. We can also say she threw it. The ball is replaced by it. Mary is replaced by she. And the ball in the second sentence is again replaced by it. And we can replace the table right here by it as well. We can say the ball is on it. What is the referent? The referent can also be called the referenced. Okay, and it is simply the word to which a pronoun refers to. Katie dribbled the ball and then she shot it. The word to which the pronoun it refers to is the ball. So we have Katie as our noun, and we have it as our pronoun. The word to which the pronoun talks about is ball. So the word it right here is a pronoun, and it's talking about the noun ball. Ball is the referenced and it is the pronoun. So ball is the referenced. Don't forget that. Referenced and pronoun need to agree in number. Again, this is all about that consistency we were talking about. A referenced and a pronoun need to agree in number. So we can say, Olson talked to Bob and then he praised them. But does that make any sense? Bob is a noun, them is a pronoun. Bob is the referenced and them is the pronoun. However, these are not agreeing in number. Bob is singular, them is plural. They need to agree in number. So we have to change this. We change it by making it say Olson talked to Bob and then he praised him. Because Bob is singular, him is also singular. So that's how we know that this is correct. The pronoun and the referenced have to agree in number. Here's a time-saving tip for you in the test. If a pronoun is underlined, check the noun that it's referring to. This is probably going to appear most often in the error identification section of the test. If you see a pronoun, which you should know what a pronoun is, it's I, you, he, she, it, they, we, those are pronouns. If one of those is underlined, check the noun it's referring to. So if we say that Bob and Olson went to his house and his is underlined, check the noun that it's talking about. If one wants to avoid insects, you should clean. Do you understand what that means? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you do. If one wants to avoid insects, you should clean. Now let me ask you, is that correct? Are we allowed to say it like that? If one wants to avoid insects, you should clean. No, it's not correct. That sentence is not consistent. That sentence has one and you in the same sentence. Different clauses, same sentence. We need consistency. One has to be with one and you has to be with you. If one wants to avoid insects, one should clean. Now, does that make sense? Of course it makes sense. Because we have one and one. We don't have one and you or you and one. We have one and one. If we're going to say one, we're going to need to say it again. If you want to avoid insects, you should clean. That makes sense. You is corresponding with you. The referenced must be a noun, a pronoun, or a gerund. It can never be a verb or an adjective, and this is really, really important. You have to understand this. The thing that the pronoun is referencing has to be a noun, a pronoun, or a gerund. A pronoun can never reference a verb or an adjective. Let me give you an example. The canine penchant is what it takes to be happy. The canine penchant is what it takes to be happy. It is the pronoun. The canine penchant is an adjective because we're describing something. It's not a noun, it's not a pronoun, it's not a gerund. Therefore, this is incorrect. Penchant modifies canine, so it is an adjective. It looks like the referenced and it looks like the pronoun. That's why that's incorrect. When no real antecedent is simply another word to say referent, so we have three words for one thing, referent, referenced, and antecedent. When no real antecedent is present, the correct phrase is do so and not do it. For example, if we want to say activists who defend endangered species do so because they want to, that is correct. We cannot say activists who defend endangered species do it because they want to, because you would have no clear reference. I hope that makes sense. Activists who defend endangered species do so because they want to. We cannot say do it because what are they doing? Defending? Defending, that's a verb. And we know that the reference cannot be a verb. If do it is underlined, it's almost always wrong. That's a really major shortcut that you should know, you should memorize, write it down, put it to heart. If do it is underlined, it's almost always wrong. Anyway, that's all that we have to talk about concerning a pronoun and a referent. A referent is also a referenced or a antecedent. The pronoun has to agree with the antecedent in number. And what else did we talk about? One has to go with one, and you has to go with you.